איזה ילד. רעיונות וצעדים להצלחת יתר. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to call on Simon Lister, England, but not from London, that we all know, but from the north near Norwich. Simon made top of the table because he always wanted to be the best. He is going to tell us today how to be the best. Please give Simon a warm Mdrt welcome.
Shalom. $42,087.66. The investment for me to be here this week is $42,087.66. No, Mdrt has not charged me to come and speak to you today. No, the fee for me to attend this meeting is no different to anyone else. And whilst I flew here with British Airways, they haven't put the cost of their flights up. But by attending this meeting this week, this is the level of fee income I personally would have generated for my practice on average. It does not matter what your number is. We all have our own number. But by attending this meeting this week is an investment, and you must generate something from that investment. Just by attending, I would like to congratulate you all for taking the first step. I would urge you to make sure that one of the first things that you do, which is what we do before attending a meeting like this, before you do anything else, is write down the goal that you want to achieve whilst you are here. This could be the one idea that you are looking for. It could be the area that you want to improve in. It could be the person that you want to meet to help you with your business. This sets us a clear goal and purpose to what we need to get from this week, and make the investment that we make the investment that we all make worthwhile. Good morning. I am Simon Lister from the UK, as you can probably tell from the accent. I am going to share with you the steps that I have learned that enable me to produce over $1 million a year of fee income with no commission, and I have just gone through 3 times top of the table. Firstly, the basics still work. As much as technology has evolved, taking certain steps still apply today as much as they did 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. Today, I will share with you the 9 core elements that have helped me reach my goals and become the advisor that I am today. Element 1, get a mentor, but not just anyone. You need to pick the person that suits you. Shortly after my time in the business, I attended a financial advisor conference, much like the one that we are here today. And there was a speaker up on stage called Ian Green. Ian was a great speaker. And to be honest, he was younger, like myself, at the time anyway. I had been in the business a couple of years at that point, and everybody that I had encountered was at least 30 years older than me at the time. I never really knew what was outside of my practice until that point. And as Ian delivered his speech, suddenly my mind was opened to the possibilities of what you could achieve. I could feel myself becoming taller and excited about what I could achieve. Straight after his speech, I went to another session and heard from a speaker you may have heard of called Tony Gordon. With these 2 speakers, I was inspired. I literally felt like I could achieve anything I wanted to. This was also the first time I found out about Mdrt. And it was that moment I knew I could achieve more. At this meeting, I decided to see if Tony could help me. So straight after the meeting, I found Tony online and emailed him to ask if he could help me on a one-to-one basis. Tony agreed to have 1 meeting with me as long as I drove the approximately 250-mile journey to where Tony was based in Bristol. That was the day I started my Mdrt journey, and arguably the second biggest moment in my professional life. Tony was the person who made me go to Mdrt. He became my mentor after that meeting and is now my friend. I did not know how lucky I was that he took that initial meeting. I qualified and joined Mdrt as a court of the table member and attended the very next meeting in Toronto, Canada. Having a mentor, as you will see as I go through the detail of my speech, has been paramount in helping me achieve what I want to achieve. I have had a mentor for over 10 years now, and he has helped me significantly as a person, significantly with my business, and has helped me hit many goals during this time. Tony has also helped me to this day write them time and time again. I urge you to take action, however long you have been in the business, to get somebody to add to your development team and ask them for help. Who knows, you might be as lucky as me. Element 2, discipline. One of the earliest points that Tony taught me was one of the main differences between being successful and not was doing what you needed to do. I will say that again. One of the main differences between being successful and not is having the discipline and doing what you need to do. Alon, Yossi, and the team have put together an incredible meeting for you, and you will get some amazing ideas whilst you are here. You must get the one idea, the idea that suits you best, and implement it. You only need one. If you can get more than that, then great. But just one will transform your business. One of the simplest ideas that we got, that we still use today, takes discipline. This is one of the oldest tips, but to this day, we do not leave our office at the end of the week until we have made sure we have all the appointments that we need booked in for the following week. Do not leave your office until they are booked in. Do not lie to yourself that you'll do more next week. Do not make excuses. It is not okay to wait. Something will happen and you will accept that less is okay. Book them in. Reward yourself for doing so, whether that be leave earlier or something else. Do not get into the attitude of there is always tomorrow, or I will do more next week, because you won't. In my experience, I can assure you of that. Write down the amount of appointments you need, write them down, and mark them off as you go. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 appointments for the following week, and cross them off one by one until I am down to 0 to make sure I hit my number. Element 3, you control your diary, not your clients. We do not do appointments every day of the week. We have 3 different types of day to our week, and that isn't because we're on a different time zone in England. We have free, focus, and buffer days. We have run this system for years as a concept that I believe was developed by a strategic coach. This, without a doubt, helped me reach my first top of the table. Free days are when you're not at work, and you must book these in first. You need to be rejuvenated and energized in your life, and this will enable you to perform. You do not do any work on these days. You do not study, see clients, make any appointments. You do nothing work-related. You are like a car. You will break down if you are worn out. This is a vital element for your family, and the reason that we do everything we do is for our family. Focus days. These are the days when we see our clients, or we do activities that generate income to our practice. This is all we do on a focus day. These are our fun days when we are at work. And this links with our unique ability, which we'll come on to later. All we do on a focus day is generate income or do income generation activities. And buffer days, which we have as little as possible, is everything else. Those tasks you can simply not delegate or you have to do. Signing off letters, preparing for meetings, having meetings with your team. Element 4, know your number. We know our numbers. How many focus days or sales days that we have, how many appointments booked, how many appointments with existing clients, how many appointments with new clients, how many meetings actually get held, how many cases that we do, and what the size of those cases are. You then know how many appointments you need to do, and this enables us to plan to hit our targets. Get better to write bigger cases, write more cases, and if ever, for some reason you're not writing the business you want to, this enables us to see why. Now this slide is pretty small, I can see, but this is something that we complete every single week. If you'd like a copy of it, please let me know and give me your business card or email address, and I will get it sent through to you. Element 5, plan. Once you know your number, you can plan how many appointments that you need to do, how many clients you need to see to hit your target. We know, because of filling in the spreadsheet, that for every 1.71 appointments that we do, we will write a case of $9,902.98. In order for us to hit our targets, we therefore know how many client appointments we need to have, and this links with element 2 and element 3. Element 6, goal setting. You must set goals. This is the best piece of advice I have had time and time again. Write them down and share them, and use your mentor to become accountable to them. There is nothing worse if you need to speak to your mentor and you haven't hit your goal. It motivates you. Start with monthly, move to weekly, and then when you're ready, move to daily. You must write these down and constantly rewrite them and evolve them. A plan or goal without substance is just a dream. There was a study done on Harvard MBAs. This was done on one specific academic year. The 3% of one class that had a clearly defined goal and plan and how they were going to achieve what they wanted to achieve earned 10 times more than the other 97%. Remember what Benjamin Franklin said: fail to plan, plan to fail. Element 7, reward yourself. Coming back to something I said earlier, once you have hit your goals, you must reward yourself and have set the reward out beforehand. This will mean that you will attach it to the goal, and in the tough times, this will get you through. Your subconscious mind will embed the goal into it, and it will make sure that you hit it. You have to make the hard work feel worth it, and the reward cannot just be money. It needs to be something else. One of my first biggest rewards was a watch. And to this day, this watch is still very special to me. Every time I wear the watch, I remember how I achieved it, and it motivates me more. Find the thing for you. Element 8, unique ability. Get to a point where you only do what you're best at. What you're best at normally energizes you, and it is what you enjoy the most. That means you do more of it. Hopefully, this task should be what generates you income. For me, it is. It is seeing clients that is the best part of the job for me. Delegate, 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 or get into a position as quickly as possible where you can, so you can focus on doing only your unique ability. Remember, whether it's just you or you have a large staff, you all have your own business. Now for me, the most important of them all, element 9, believe. Believe that you are doing a great thing for your clients, because you are. All of us in this room change people's lives. You have to believe that you can do it. Whether it be write bigger cases, believe that the advice that you're giving is the best that they are ever going to receive. Believe that the client in front of you is lucky that you are there. You have to believe that in your head and your heart that they are lucky that you are there for them, because what you're going to do will change their lives for the better, because you change people's lives and we all make a difference to their families. Do not be scared of asking for the big fee, the big check, the big premium. If that is what they need, then that is what you need to deliver to them. I remember we had a new client come to see us who was referred to us from one of our other clients. This is someone who we could help achieve all the things they wanted to in their lives. This is one of the first clients we saw when we decided to go 100% fee-based and not take any commission. We made this decision before commission was banned in the UK, as we thought it was best for our practice. This was a big step for us. All the clients would then need to write a check out for our income. No longer would we get money from insurance companies or fund houses. This client would take up a significant amount of work, time, and expertise. The client we were unable to retire, do all the things that they wanted to in their lives. We were saving them over $150,000 in tax and making improvements in most areas of their finances. When we looked at the work we would undertake, which would take several months, the time, the risk, and the specialism that we had in this area, we calculated that the fee up front for the work that we were undertaking was $100,000. Now remember, this is one of the first few fees that we had ever asked for, and it was a big one. The fee was more than someone needed to qualify for Mdrt. The fee was nearly as much as I'd written in my first year in the business. The choices we had, we could ask for less. We'd therefore do lots of work and we wouldn't get paid properly for it. We could just walk away from the client and be scared of the level of fee. We could ask for the fee but not really believe in it and therefore probably not get it. We then remembered how good a job we were doing for the client and asked for the fee with conviction. We asked for the fee if it was just any other fee. We believed that the client was lucky that we were doing the work for them. When we asked the client for the fee, without hesitation, they agreed. No argument, no discussion, no negotiation. They could see the value that we were offering them. They knew we were good, and we were going to help them achieve all the things that they wanted to. All the apprehension and doubt before the meeting was mine. Do not think that they shouldn't deal with you because they're wealthier than you or would be your biggest client or wealthiest client. You have to think and believe that you're on their level, whatever the numbers, because if you don't believe it, why should they? And finally, remember, get a mentor. As I've gone through with you today, they have helped me with the majority of our success. We have been in financial services for nearly 20 years now, and our mentor still helps us to this day. They will help keep you on track. They will help you through problems, give you an objective view, and give you experience that you may not have. Now, my substitute bench. You need to design the following. You need to understand where your clients are coming from. We designed a marketing wheel, or engine, as we call it, and it must be a system. We know where our business is coming from. You need to decide what works best for you. We have advocates for our business that introduce us to new clients. We have accountants, lawyers, recruitment firms. We also do seminars to get new clients. This gives us a great deal of control to get new clients. And most importantly of all, we have an introduction or referral process. And it is vital that this is a process. Personal referrals from our clients is our largest source of new clients and therefore fee income. This should be a process and be part of your meetings with clients, literally every meeting that you have. The key question in our experience, always for them, is what is in it for them? And will it end up impacting on the relationship they have with you? Remember, they may be concerned that you're going to get too busy and therefore not get time to look after them as well as you have done in the past. Build this into the conversation and handle it as an objection before it's even been mentioned. Confirm the benefits of the time saving, that because we get our clients to get us new clients, that is where most of financial advisors spend their time. We don't work in this way, so we spend all our time working on our clients and their finances. We also confirm that we have a rule that for every 50 clients we have an equivalent of a full-time member of staff to make sure that their needs are always catered for and the service that they receive will never be impacted. Some people don't like asking for referrals, or it means that you have to be there to ask for them. So a system that works when you're not there, which we developed, was a video. A video enables us in our own office to prepare it so we're comfortable and ask for the referral in a very different way. We have found this to be an amazing way of getting new clients and really stands out from our competitors. Thank you for your time today and good luck. Toda.
Simon, first of all, I want to thank you, and it was wonderful to have you here with us, and thank you again. And I wish you a wonderful time in Israel. And now I want Alon to say some things for you.
Simon, my friend, my new friend, I would like to thank you on behalf of Mdrt Israel people for joining us at our annual meeting in Eilat. We enjoyed having you here and hope you will enjoy the rest of your stay. In appreciation, please accept this plug from us. Hold it. I hope it will be the first in a collection you will receive over the years.
Thank you, Anna.
יוסי, תצטרם איתנו. יוסי, בוא תצטרם איתנו. בוא.
It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Really professional.
צד שני זה. This side. It's your better side. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.